I'm recording on the porch tonight, so we'll have some bird chirps.
Ooh.
Yeah, the basement's...
Atmospherics.
Yeah, and the basement's a little moist.
It's another episode of Uncle Weepy's Depression Dungeon. With your hosts, Joy Moeller, Paul Armstrong, and Jeremy Fuchsa.
Jeremy?
Yes.
Oh, now it works.
See, here's what's happened. Here's what's gone on is that every single pair of headphones down here in this basement has been molested by some sort of homunculus monkey turd. And
Some
there's
kid shit.
Oh yeah, I mean there's not a single pair of headphones down here that works half a damn. And so
What'd you call it? The eternal game of grab ass?
Yes, the eternal game of grab ass. The eternal game of grab ass has claimed the lives of at least 4 pairs of headphones, all of which are laying within hand's reach of the love couch.
Wait, what? The what?
And so, I just keep plugging in headphones, and they keep, and so finally I found some shitty skull candy earbuds
Skull candy.
Apparently one channel works, so I can hear you in one ear. So there we go.
Oh no. Don't you have like AirPods? You seem like an AirPod.
Well, I do have AirPods, but here's the thing with those. They do not work with this setup. So I've tried using them with the setup, and they make everybody sound like they're moving through maple syrup.
Ooh.
It resamples the audio.
Syrup is good.
Delicious. Yeah.
I see. What I always do is I buy like 4 $20 headphones at once because I know that they're going to fall apart randomly at some point.
Well, and that's what we had for the shakes. I mean, we had 4 sets of headphones, and those things, they lasted 5 years. They came to the house, and within 2 months, all of them have been.
Are they really expensive ones? Well,
No,
one was really expensive, right?
No.
They were nice.
I mean, they were nice, but they were.
They weren't like Sennheiser.
No.
$300.
They all came for free with the headphone amp that I bought. So like I bought a headphone amp, and it came with 4 pairs of headphones. And so it wasn't like they were great. They weren't, they weren't cheap probably, but they certainly weren't the best, but
they weren't like dollar spot buds.
Yeah. No, they were probably like 2 notches above dollar spot. But
you can get some. You can get some from airplanes for free.
Oh yeah,
I mean you have to spend like $900 for a flight. But
sure, I suppose that's step 2.
Are you saying? You said that these were all within arm's reach of the love couch. Are the children allowed on the couch?
So glad that you brought that up, Joy, because I have so many questions.
They own the couch. They own the couch.
Is it a little old place where they can get together?
It's down here. It's in front of the PS4, and so it's it's gaming headsets aplenty. So there's the ruined set of headphones over there. There's the ruined Pokemon headphones over there. There's the ruined Sony headphones over there. There's these skull candy earbuds that have only one channel working in my ear.
In your ear.
So you take a controller from them every time when they're like, hey, look, and you're like, where's the controller? Like, I guess it's broken.
Yeah. It's dead.
It's time to fight fire with fire.
I think it
do you
is.
Let them, do they wear headphones just so you guys don't hear, or do you let them talk with other people? Like strangers or whatnot?
They only talk with people that they know.
How do you know?
Well, I know that because for the longest time they did it without headphones, and until finally we were like, put on some damn headphones. It's all the neighborhood kids, so like they all get onto the same server on Fortnite.
Yeah. They probably must yank it out of their ears and rip.
Oh yeah. They
still make headphones very well anymore. Like I don't even do any to mine after a year. They just a wire will start pulling out. And
Oh yeah. Headphones are made to be shitty. I've got one pair of headphones at work just in case AirPod batteries die. And they're some Sennheisers. They're like little tiny Sennheisers though. They're not like the big cans. They were like
sorry, I was just
Big cans is funny.
I was just imagining like they could fit over your. They look like normal Sennheisers that they fit like over your finger. So, like,
right. No. These
little.
yeah. Well, they're little as in like they look like they're about the size of like the 80s foam.
Oh yeah.
So they're not. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So they're still over the ear. They're not in the ear.
They're not. They're over the ear, but they don't cover the ear. They're open air, but they're small.
Open-toed. They're open-toed headphones.
I paid about $50 for them. Oh, about 14 years ago, and they're still going strong. Yeah, they're still going.
I still got my original Walkman headphones.
Oh shit!
With the foam on them,
I don't.
the orange foam.
I was lying. I wish I did with the orange foam.
Yeah. No, these look like that, except they're black foam. I've replaced the foam about 4 or 5 times, but
You guys want to know what kind of headphones I have? Rose gold Beats.
Beats?
That's right.
You got the Beats. So we're all bassy in your head.
You got it. No, I bought them for my daughter. That's what she wanted for Christmas like 2 years ago, and now she doesn't want them. So I took them.
Because she knew they were too bassy.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Too much bass?
Too much
the
bass.
Slapping the bass.
Dr. Dre, he pumps the bass into that ass.
This is a segment.
All right, Jeremy, we have heard news.
Oh, yeah. So
It's a terrible segue, by the way. I apologize. I beat that one just through.
that was the worst. So I have news to share. Sure.
Well, never mind. With that response,
I want to say 3 weeks ago.
is this a bad thing? Is this a bad thing?
No. It's a good. It's a good thing. I think it's a good thing.
What is the thing?
About 3 weeks ago, I got called in. I got this just weird meeting maker put on my calendar, and we had a call, and we were like, okay, well, here, let's have this call. It was a normal whatever. And then my manager was like, oh, well, okay, we're done with this call, so we might as well start the other thing that he threw on like at a moment's notice. It's like, oh, okay. And so apparently there was some discussion that there was a big project coming up that needed. Okay, I'm going to back up. So when I started, if you remember, there was a side job that I was supposed to help with, being the UX to engineering bridge / liaison for the React design toolkit that
Oh yeah, of course, the bridge act liaison. I remember.
Yes, the bridge thing. So designers come and they go, "Hey, what component are we supposed to use to put together this thing?" And I say this, and this, and then they go, "Hey, when are the engineers going to build this?" And I say, when. So that was supposed to be 20% of my job, was to be this. This bridge, kind of the Office Space guy. Like, I take the specs to the engineers. So anyway, so I get brought in, and they said, we've got this big project. It takes a lot of technical know-how in addition to being a designer, and there's only one person on the entire team that can do the job, and it's you. So now you're doing it. So now you're doing a new job, which really is kind of doubling down on the side job that I was doing before. So whereas I was maybe doing that React UX liaison 20% of the time, now I'm doing it 90% of the time. Oh. And so
So you don't have teams that work side by side with engineers or anything. It's more siloed than that.
Well, we do have teams that work side by side with engineers, but by and large, those teams don't speak code. So they don't speak the same language. They go, here are my mock-ups. And the engineers go, okay, how are we supposed to build that? And the designer says, I don't know. So the designer comes to me.
That's bad. The developers don't know how to do it.
Right. So,
wow, we do. I mean, it's a skill that has to be taught. So what I had our designers do is they have to have an asset checklist that they go through with the developers. The developers will put on what they need. Designers will put what they have, and so that they're all aligned. Like, this is the mock-up. This is what I'll need from you. And the designers will have, this is what I have. So it's like, I need SVGs of all these icons. I need all of the color all the colors being used.
Right.
RGB so we have this checklist.
Well, and we have a tremendously well documented. As a matter of fact, our system is open source, so you can see it on GitHub. But there's one huge problem, and there's a misconception on both sides that our framework is magic.
Yeah.
and that it just does everything out of the box. And so I've got designers going, so how does such and such form field validate for this? Is that built in? No, it's not. Your engineers have to build it. They said they don't want to build it.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Sure. And it's like, well, they said they don't want to build it. They don't want to make custom code. Well, that's too fucking bad, because
yeah,
it's, we made this, basically we made a big, huge box of Legos, and a Lego has no idea what it is other than it's 4 dots and green.
Yeah.
What you do with it after that is up to you.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who don't realize that a Lego doesn't know what it is. So that's going to be large part of my job.
We make the designers who hate this, but like, you have to design everything. Like the flows, as someone goes on their journey, you have to put in every error. Like, if they don't put in their email, what's the error? If they put it in wrong, what's that error? If they don't put in their password, what's the error? If they put it in wrong, like all of the language, all the communication, so that developers can't be like, I didn't know this was part of it, or I didn't see this coming, so that they'll know, here's all of the paths, good, bad, empty, hidden, all that stuff. It's a hard practice though, because it's not traditional thinking.
It is. And the other side is that, the teams aren't consistent. So, as I worked with one team, I basically had the very, very beginnings of some designs, and they're like, okay, we got it from here. And then all of a sudden they showed me this stuff. I was like, wow, that's exactly what I've been made. Awesome. Then I had another team who expected me to code things for them and hand it over. And I'm like, no. I'm the designer. You're the engineer. You write the code. Yeah. And,
Yeah, that might be I still think it's old school, like new product thinking. Like, most people have an understanding of where they go, but there's a lot of people who aren't up to speed. And I'm dealing with that all the time with the company the size of Procter & Gamble. Like, they're still trying to expect us to deliver like it's, 2002 for a website. Like, you'll launch a new website and then that's done. Like, it has to be perfect, and you have to have that thing all perfect, and then you launch it. And like, yeah, that was true a long time ago, but now you can launch and change and test and launch and change. Like, there's no done. And they're still on this mindset of, you make a pig to do, you produce all this stuff, and then you launch it out there, and you don't really know what people think, because there's no way to know, except that there are tools, and they immediately react to like, we're doing worse, we're doing terrible, what's happening? Like, it's because you're monitoring stuff, but delivering terribly. But yeah, anyway, this is such boring talk. People are going to be,
I know, nobody has been interested in any of what has just happened.
So, related to work and changes, I had to fly to Boston yesterday.
Why? Are your arms tired?
I got to fire 2 people.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Ugh. But I did get to see a celebrity, so.
Ooh. Pray tell who?
Here, let me send you a photo, and then you can try to guess. You might
Okay.
Guess right away. All right. Hold on. Ready? I'm
Ready?
texting it.
Ready.
Ready?
Here comes science.
Ready.
No. Did you get it?
I got it. Hold on. I got it.
Who is that?
I'm trying to make it big. Make it big. Make it big. Okay.
I had to take this covertly, so it's not the best photo, but
Oh, no, that is
think
totally
it's-
who I thought that is. It's Tilda Swinton.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally Tilda Swinton.
Mm-hmm. She was in line with us plebes.
Wow.
Not even TSA pre, not even hidden through a special celebrity door.
Wow.
Just there with
Tilda
bags.
fucking Swinton.
Yeah. And I know it's her because I later heard her talking loudly on FaceTime.
Yeah. Hello, it is me, Tilda Swinton. Have you got the sausages?
But I'm like, oh, wow. She looked a little older than I expected, but I think she is older than I remember.
She's older than you expected. Let's look at IMDb.
I just don't ever think of her. I'm like, oh, yeah, she is much old. I mean,
Oh yeah, she's such and such years old. Let's see.
she's math and numbers.
She is math and numbers divided by minus. She's 59 years old. So there you go. Born in 1960. She wants to know where her sausages are.
She's not from Boston, though. I mean,
Is she in that new Jim Jarmusch movie with Kylo Ren?
Oh, is she in the zombie movie?
I think she might be.
I don't know. She's been in a lot. She was in Doctor Strange,
I shall look it up.
Constantine.
She was in the Vengeance movie, of course, because of being in Doctor Strange.
She was in Michael Clayton, which is a fantastic movie.
Well, on her
Snowpiercer.
IMDb is the Dead Don't Die on her IMDb.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, that's it. The Dead Don't Die.
I saw the trailer for that when I saw John Wick 3.
Oh, you went? Yeah. You went and saw John Wick 3.
Yeah. For my oldest son who turned 18, we went and saw John Wick 3.
Oh, very nice, very nice. There was a John Wick movie marathon on TV over Memorial Day weekend, and
Yes, there was.
My 6-year-old really wanted to watch it, and I was like, no,
Even for TV, no.
She
They are
is
fun
in it.
movies, though. She
Sorry.
is?
I know we're not talking about it anymore, but yes, she is in it.
Nice. She's in a lot of things. It's just like you kind of like, oh, yeah.
It's like a samurai ninja, I think.
She is a samurai ninja.
So Keanu Reeves is still cool, huh?
I guess.
Cool enough to have a Bill and Ted 3 in the works.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Yep.
Can you even imagine what that's going to be like?
It's good.
Sorta, yeah.
Media Corner.
Anybody go see Aladdin, the movie that I never want to see?
No.
Why do you never want to see it ever?
Well, because I don't like musicals. One, we know this. Two, there's this uncanny bullshit happening all over the place. I don't want. I get Disney has no new ideas, but come on, they're remaking every cartoon they ever made with live action. Bambi will be in there at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah,
They already
I
did
think actually you're
Dumbo.
right.
They've done Beauty and the Beast. They're now doing Aladdin. They're going to do. I would assume they'll probably do Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Ooh, tell you what though, a live action reboot of The Little Mermaid will be incredibly enticing to a very niche group of people.
Tilda Swinton and her pagan hippie daughter made a movie. Weird.
It was called Dirt Fucking Patchouli.
It's called the God, I hate patchouli smell. I really hate patchouli. I still know people that wear it, and I am visibly angry about it.
You're visibly angry about it.
Yeah, I yell at them.
Like you get
What the fuck is wrong with you?
veins popping out of your head.
Yeah, I go up to him and I just stare at him. I'm like, you need to leave right now.
Stink.
is like is it its own essence, or is it a bunch of things?
Does someone own you mean like does someone own the right to patchouli, like a Chanel kind of thing?
No. Like is patchouli like a plant, or is it a mix of things?
No, like it's an herb or something, isn't it?
I think it's a plant. That's a guess. That's just a guess. I don't know if that's true. But I'm going with it's a. Oh, it is. Patchouli is a species of plant from the family. I'm not going to pronounce that. Commonly called the mint or the dead needle family. Ooh, dead needle. That's a great name.
That's what they should have called it. Are you wearing dead needle?
Oh, sorry, dead nettle. Ugh, I can read.
What's that incense? Dead nettle?
So yes, it's a plant. There you go.
Well, it's a good insect repellent.
Yeah. That's what it says.
Didn't know that.
And it also it masks the smell of marijuana. It doesn't say that here, but I know that's scientifically true.
It is scientifically.
No, but that is no. But I know that's why it was worn a lot, is because it has a similar but strong smell.
It's like you wear it in oil, right? Yeah. I remember there was a time when I found it quite attractive.
I prefer to use olive oil. I just put some straight on canola oil. Smell me? Do I smell like fries? You got it. You know I do.
Boy, you smell like some bold taters.
I'm wearing perfume called Fatty. It's called, sorry. Straight up canola. Fresh burnt smell of tatties.
Oh, that's some big old tatties. I like some big old tatties, big old fat tatties.
So stupid.
So good.
All right, Joy, what's the bad? You didn't lose your toe, right? You still have a toe?
I lost the toenail.
Oh, shit.
We
thought that was coming with the noises that it was making.
Yes, and the squishing. The tall guy, though, the toe next to it has like Munchausen by
Wait,
proxy.
did you just call it the tall guy?
Yes,
tall guy.
Because it's taller than my big toe.
Oh.
It has it. Munchausen by proxy syndrome.
It's now swollen, or it's losing its toenail?
It's like all swollen in pain.
Oh.
As if it was perhaps damaged in the initial kick, and then this series of high heels I wore and walks I took pushed it over the edge. It's just like all fat.
Well, see, now you better watch out, because that toe might realize that it might realize that it wasn't crippled after all, and it will end up killing its mom.
Right.
Oh, no.
Which then I will be stuck without a big toe, which is fine, because that thing is sick looking right now with like half a black toenail.
It's hard to walk without a big toe, I bet.
I bet it is too.
You get tippy.
Some say it's impossible.
What?
Yes, I have read that it is impossible to have good balance and walk properly without a big toe.
It
Really?
certainly is. You realize how much you use it when it's in pain. So I could see that. But now why do we think the other toe is all swollen up?
It's just sympathetic to it. I mean, it could be that, yeah, like you said, like it also was injured, but maybe you didn't really notice it until the other one was starting to get a little better.
I mean, it's like all swollen. Like I think it
Hopefully it's
maybe
not
had
that
a
you have an
stress
infection
fracture.
spreading.
No, it's not an infection, because it's not like
Hope not.
swollen like that, like infected swollen.
All right. Just be careful. Just be careful.
Gosh, you're right.
You don't know what you kicked. You might have kicked a brick full of Ebola.
Oh my God, you're right. Or rabies or something. Rabies brick.
Swine flu, yeah.
Maybe I should get that checked out for infection.
Yeah, a month and a half later.
Is that what hand, foot, and mouth is?
This is foot and toe. I have the
you
foot
just got
portion.
foot.
What do you got? I got foot.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's the worst
Oh,
one
no.
of them.
Foot is bad.
I think I should get that checked out.
I
What
prefer
if it's an
hand,
infection?
mouth. Yeah. It could be. You definitely don't want an infection, because that can get into your bloodstream and do some very, very bad things.
Make your fingers start to do that shit too.
In your mouth.
Oh my God! What if then your teeth fall out?
Then you'd have full on hand, foot, mouth. Yeah.
it isn't bruised. It's just swollen. Probably it's
right,
infected.
but swollen is infection.
It's infected.
Look,
I have an infected toe.
I'm just saying that photo that you sent us with your mustache is nothing compared to what's in store for you.
Man joy is nothing compared to your toe.
Did you know that was me at first?
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Oh, I knew it was you. I just thought I thought you were really fucking tired.
Really
I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to say anything because I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like, what happened, Joy? Did you get punched? What's going on?
What do you say, Jeremy? You're like, you look very mad.
I said, you look so pissed off.
That's the nicest way to say you look manly today.
And then, Paul, do you say, are you giving blood?
Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to comment on anything other than what was happening with your face.
What was happening with your face? Yeah.
You
look so
it's really off-putting.
Awful.
Because it's you're glaring. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes. You were angry. You were hairy. You were just
stubbly. And just there's so many.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you guys felt so strongly. I
still want to be the asshole. Be like, what happened to you? You look like a man. You look like a bit of a man. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm just giving blood.
There's just an overhead light.
Yeah, it's just a bad shadow.
Yeah, it's the Seinfeld light thing. Whichever light you're in, you can
yes.
look totally
oh
different.
my gosh, that's exactly what it was.
Why did you say Joe? Is that your name instead of Joy? Joe?
Yeah, because it's a guy. But I realized you guys
you don't want to call yourself Manjoy? That's probably not the better name.
You didn't realize that it was supposed to be a man. You just thought it was me.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, this is not right, but I am not saying anything.
Are you giving blood? Oh, that cracked me up. You're so pissed off.
Jeremy's being diplomatic. You look real angry. Oh, what's happening? You seem tired. Well, you went there too. You seem tired. Do you like my mustache? And then then I was like, oh, okay. I think I know what's happening. I think.
So you guys didn't realize.
I feel like I'm being put on a little bit.
Well, because it wasn't like because you downloaded it from Snapchat. It wasn't like a interface going on. So I'm like,
right.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, wow. I needed that laugh. I needed that.
I just hope it doesn't make your toe fall.
So you've had a rough few days, you said.
Yeah. It's been just some anxiety, depression, work stuff, and just stuff that honestly I wish that I could just go on and on about, but you wouldn't be able to put it on air. So on the air.
Oh, we could cut it all out.
Marker.
Here's a segue. Takes me back to Jeremy's Facebook, which takes me back to all the fun Jeremy's family has when they're hiding from a tornado. Your kids were laughing. At that age, I remember being in tears, oh my God, we're all going to die.
That's the problem with this country.
It's all in how you frame it.
How close was it actually to getting to you, Jeremy?
It would have been much closer to Jeremy.
It actually went over our house before it turned back into a tornado.
Shit.
Jeremy, you've been in a tornado before, right? But you were in your bedroom or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're from Oklahoma. I would think you'd have a ton.
Didn't you tell that story? You didn't realize it was a tornado?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Because Robin and I both grew up in Oklahoma, and so it was the middle of the night, and we're like, oh, yeah, oh, wow, listen to that. Nah, if it was a real tornado, then they would, blow the sirens, but they didn't blow the sirens. And so, yeah, so, you know, and apparently it was a real tornado. And
How long ago was that?
that was at least 10 years ago because,
Now, wasn't that before you were married?
No, Nathan was like 6 to 8 months old.
So you had already masturbated the cat at this point.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They have gotten better at predicting, or at least trying to warn people a little bit more in advance with tornadoes, which is kind of surprising because they seem so very random. But like most people get like 5 to 10 minutes, which is saying a lot.
Well, they'll blow the sirens here, like if it's just a warning. Usually it has to be, or they did it for a watch yesterday. Usually it has to be a warning, but
They kept saying tornado emergency.
and you know, Jeremy, where you were, it probably was. Here we literally got like sprinkles. Like the sky didn't even turn black or green.
Green.
No,
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
got crazy for a little bit, and then 5 minutes after all the heavy rain and wind and everything went over us, then they were like, "Yep, it's a tornado again." And it's like, wow, I can literally see where that is happening.
So I was reading a book a while ago that they talk about, well, how weird it is that all of the weather service is under the Department of Commerce. Who knows why? But like they've done really good in recent years about hurricanes and people getting to shelter, but they cannot get people with tornadoes to get shelter. Like
They want to go watch it.
there's like hundreds of people die. No, they think what it is that everyone takes it collectively, but not personally. Like they understand the danger of a tornado, but they don't think it will ever affect them. And they think it might be in the way they warn people. Like this watch it and warning is very confusing for one. Like, what's the difference? I don't know which is worse. And they don't make it feel personal either. Like, get in your home or you will die. Like, or your skin will be ripped off your back or whatever, you know, like. So they're dealing with that currently. Sorry, go.
No, I also think though that people think that they can see a tornado approaching and they have time to get away from it. Like they don't understand that it doesn't have to be on top of you for it to be affected.
Well, and it doesn't happen during the day either. It can happen in the middle of the night and you can't see anything.
Right. But like the sky is very intriguing when it gets like that, right? And I think people, it's just like, well, I'll see it. Or if I see a funnel cloud, it's got to be on the ground or I don't know.
Yeah, they
people,
think of like what they see in like
them.
wide open Oklahoma or Texas where you can see sky forever, but you might be in an area that's got trees in the way
or this whole rain wrapped tornado where
other clouds are there and you can't tell what's going on. Yeah, it's like
also Midwestern people are fucking hardcore.
Well, it is kind of exciting, but it's also so deadly. Like it is. You can, even if you're not near it, like the debris from it could kill you.
Yeah. Well, does a hurricane also have it's got more of a build time to it, doesn't it?
You can see it coming from a lot lower, but it does a lot more damage for a longer period of time.
Right. But like,
so a tornado is insane small damage where a hurricane is wide, long damage. But yeah, but a lot of hurricane people too are like, I can tough it out. It's just wind. But they get the problems of later after the flooding and getting trapped. Where tornado, it's like you don't get shelter and you will be buried in rubble.
And I seriously think people think they can outrun or drive these things.
Yeah, well, because they watch Storm Chasers, yeah.
Right. And because they're just kind of dumb. People are. Jeremy, you are just a lovely little lady with your lashes and your...
I would totally fuck me.
Do you have a blanket? You know who else would? Boy Joy.
I missed this.
I am like the Paula Deen of Snapchat.
Well, that's all she wrote.